Welcome to Sentence of the Day, and this week we're looking at pronouns. So let's have a look at the learning intentions for this lesson. You're going to be asked to write a well-structured sentence that contains capital letters to begin a sentence, and also for proper nouns, which are the special names of people and places. I'll need to see end punctuation, so either a full stop, an exclamation mark, or a question mark. We're also looking to make sure that included in your sentence you have at least a pronoun or some pronouns. In the next slide I'm going to explain to you what is a pronoun. So I'll see you on the next slide. Okay, so what is a pronoun? In the green writing there it says that a pronoun is a word that takes the place of a noun. Have a look at the examples in red below. Instead of saying a person's name or the girl or the boy, you can say he, she, it, you, they, them, him, her, yourself, myself, himself, herself, yourselves, and themselves. If you look at the little poster I have there, the pink poster, you can see that there are different types of pronouns. Personal pronouns such as he, her, him, I, it, me, she, and you. Then there are plural personal pronouns where we talk about more than one person. So we talk about them, they, us, we, and you. And you can have a look at the possessive pronouns as well, and be prepared to use them in a sentence. So in the next slide I'm going to show you some examples. Okay, let's have a look at some examples of pronouns. Have a look at the first sentence. It really doesn't make too much sense, or it sounds very awful. So number one says, Sally tried to run, but Sally had hurt Sally's leg. It doesn't make complete sense, and we can replace the underlined words which says Sally and Sally's with a pronoun to make much more sense. So let's read the sentence again and then think about the pronouns we can use to replace them. So number one says, Sally tried to run, but Sally had hurt Sally's leg. Okay, let's get our pen and start to fix this up. So, Sally tried to run, but... and if we put a line through Sally, we can change that to a pronoun she. So Sally tried to run, but she had hurt her leg. And we're trying desperately to write her and having some great difficulty. So there we are. Now when we read that sentence, number one, Sally tried to run, but she had hurt her leg. Makes much more sense. Let's have a look at number two. Tegan and Eloise went to dance practice, but Tegan and Eloise did not have Tegan's and Eloise's tap shoes. Again, it's long and drawn out, and we can make that much more simple with the use of some pronouns. So let's try and change it. Firstly, you can see that we've underlined Tegan and Eloise and Tegan's and Eloise's. So we're going to put some lines through there straight away. So let's get rid of Tegan and Eloise and Tegan's and Eloise's. Now we'll just change that. Tegan and Eloise went to dance practice, but they did not have their tap shoes. And again, the sentence makes much more sense. Let's have a look at it again. Number two, Tegan and Eloise went to dance practice, but they did not have their tap shoes. Okay, it's going to be your turn on the next slide, so let's see how you go. Okay. This is now your opportunity to write a sentence which contains a pronoun. So, obviously, when you write your sentence, you need to Think it, then say it in your mind or out loud, write it, and then most importantly, after you've written it, read it and check to make sure that all the learning intentions have been completed. So in other words, you need to make sure that you have started your sentence with a capital, that you also have capital letters for proper nouns, the names of people and places, that you have end punctuation, a full stop, a question mark or an exclamation mark, and also make sure that you've got those all-important pronouns in there. So, make sure you give it a good go, and good luck.